Hello everyone, welcome to installment 2 of the Glad Sound Chronicles. Right now I'm going to talk a little bit more about the album in particular, the songs contained therein, just to give you a little heads up about what we've been recording. Track 1 of the Glad Sound is actually where we get the title, the Glad Sound. It's an old hymn by a Presbyterian pastor named Philip Doddridge. The hymn is called Hark the Glad Sound, and the text is a great text for Advent. The second song is by a hymn writer named Isaac Watts, and there's actually several hymns on this album that are by Watts. He's my favorite guy. I love everything he writes. The song's called Arise My Soul, My Joyful Powers, and it's probably the most driving and loudest song on our album. The third song is We Have Come, and it's also a hymn by Isaac Watts, Come We That Love the Lord. And that hymn really is talking about gathering for worship, and therefore it's kind of a mid-tempo U2 style hymn. The fourth song is probably one of my personal favorites. I don't know why. Bread of the World in Mercy Broken, written by a guy long ago, and it's ultimately a song about communion, about the sacrament. And what I love about it is its rising climax. It's a beautiful song. Track 5 is one of the most ominous hymns ever written. It's called Lo He Comes with Clouds Descending, and I haven't really heard a setting of that to date that has really satisfied my sense of what it's talking about. And so when you hear it, you'll get a sense of the foreboding, strong presence of Jesus when he returns to come. Track 6 is a very soft and intimate song by Isaac Watts called What Offering Shall We Give? It is one of the most humble texts I've ever read, and I longed to see it set to music that would be singable and accessible. Track 7 is Psalm 76. It's a metrical psalm from the Trinity Psalter. It's actually a quite happy-go-lucky song on our album. It's a departure in many ways because it's more folky. We don't have any electric guitars in there. It's all acoustic, use of other percussion like bongos and claps and whistles and a choir and various things like that. Track 8 is probably my most risky shot at a new hymn because it's a very popular old hymn, Christ the Lord is Risen Today by Charles Wesley. And I know I'm kind of pushing some buttons here, and I'm actually pushing my own buttons because I like the original tune. I like singing it on Easter, but the tune came too naturally to me and my friend Ryan West as we kind of co-wrote the music together. This is probably the heaviest song, at least heavy electric guitars. It's real driving. It has the makings of being kind of a modern battle song. Track 9 is All Ye Gentile Lands Awake. I love that hymn. I love that title because it has the word Gentile in it. It's a sweet song that's got both a soft verse and then a really powerful chorus based on a text in Isaiah. Track 10 is a hymn by Emily E.S. Eliot, at least the first verse is. It's called There Is Room. The first line of the hymn is, Lord, you left your throne and your kingly crown. It's one that Christians often sing during Christmas. It's a sweet, simple song. We're tracking it with piano and strings, and it's just going to have a real humble, beautiful vibe to it. The final track, number 11, is really heavy emotionally, and it is because it's very personal to me, which is why I gave it the kind of period of our album. I gave it the last word. It's called Light After Darkness, and it's written by the same lady who wrote the more popular hymn Take My Life and Let It Be, Frances Ridley Havergal. Light After Darkness is beautiful because of its simplicity, and really the whole hymn is a juxtaposition of what its title seeks to show, that there's going to be light after this dark time, that one day Jesus will right all the wrongs for us. So there's a glimpse into the Glad Sound. I hope you are getting as excited as I am to see it come in September.